Mandalorian now has a new training slot ready to go, which is really wonderful. Even I'm so sorry you're feeling like rubbish, and I don't blame you because apparently there's a big pile of water on the ground. I really hope that's water, actually, because it just occurred to me that maybe our guest could actually use some more bathrooms. So Mandalorian, why don't you stay right there? Don't worry about anything. I'm just gonna casually slide in here oh my gosh, there's almost exactly enough room for these super fancy bathrooms that I have created. I guess we just need to go ahead and we need to move these Wetlantian statues over just a tiny bit. Then we need to add just a little bit more room right there. Oh, look at that. We'll just have more wonderful room for our fantastic fish to go ahead and have more fish room. Siri, oh my gosh. Look, now I may have misaligned once more the ability for people to go ahead. Oh my gosh, and now the Wetlantian piece is just, oh, look. Why don't we go ahead and why don't we start celebrating this statue way over here for just a moment then? If we're gonna need to go ahead and have a little bit more room to roam, then why not? I have made a gigantic mess of things yet again, but if it means anything, in my defense, I was trying to make this area look a little bit nicer, and I was trying to add to the beauty of this space, and I just made it blow up. Well, I guess that is a very typical kind of start to our adventures here in 2 Point Hospital. So welcome back, everyone. The good news is, I guess we have more room for people to go ahead and roam around our little fish. Also, the seahorse racer's done. Clearly, I can be forgiven of any of my issues if we now have a seahorse racing event right outside of the gift shop and next to the helicopter. I was gonna say that's a really good place to put it, right next to the gift shop, but then putting it next to the helicopter too, all right, I can kind of see how that might be a little more questionable, and let's not worry about it. Instead, let's just go ahead, we'll get down one more little bathroom spot right over here, and I wonder if we could use this terribly sad little corner for something. It is a pretty sad little corner, but it's an important corner. I'm pretty sure we have security chairs. Maybe I could put a security chair in there. Am I gonna force my poor little police officer to somehow shove themselves into this? I am, but then they can't see anything. I guess that shouldn't be surprising. If I forced my little security officer to sit in the corner, then they wouldn't be able to see anything. Well, maybe we'll put a nice plant there in just a second. But for now, I sure have blasted through a lot of our money, hoping that we would be able to go ahead and actually have the plurality of fish by, breeding some of the fish and complete an expedition to the murky middle sea. Got it. Maybe we should go ahead and work on that to see if we can get the fish feeling like they are a little bit more romantically minded. Also, don't I have an assistant trained in marketing now? I could have sworn we just hired somebody, and I was so excited. They were here and they were gonna help us out. There we go. Fishman Adelaide Faye, don't you worry your wondrous self about any of that barista work. You are going to be our fish fan addict and hopefully help us out with being able to go and run. How about marine life enthusiast? How about we run an elaborate marketing campaign for them to get them super excited about the seahorse racing and about the fact that we are going to be able to analyze more of the genetics of said seahorses. Take a little genetic sample there. Since the seahorse racing is so popular and it actually provides an immense amount of entertainment, I would like to go ahead and build more. Then I saw how expensive they are. Maybe we'll work on gathering up more of those tropical species with tropical nets. There's the survey. All right, so maybe we'll get a little temperate fish net in there as well. Phew! All right, where were we? Realizing that I desperately need to get more people on very good tour guide duty so that we can hopefully have a whole bunch of our employees earning more money for us. Also, I guess this, okay, yeah, when you put the bin right inside of the wall, I guess it would be a little hard to throw trash away. People want more entertainment. Also, we need more cafeteria workers from the looks of it. Oh my gosh. All right, look. I think we need 2 cafeteria workers because of how busy it is over here. Wow, we're really kind of off to the races today, aren't we? We don't want somebody who's stormy, perhaps, but maybe somebody with a photographic memory might be really good at also helping out with running the cafeteria. Maybe we'll have you be, seaweed soup chef, there we go. Seaweed soup chef Muscri! Welcome back. It seems like your clone this time around is going to be primarily working in the cafeteria. We're going to give you, how about a green smock because you're going to be our seaweed chef. And we're actually going to have you focus almost entirely just on cafeteria work for now so that we can try to get everybody really happy and content with the food they need. And we're gonna, level 7! Congratulations, researcher Cadence Abel. Hopefully we'll be able to get you happy too. Ooh, and we can actually upgrade the deconstructor, so we're gonna do that. And then I should start thinking about the fact we're kind of blitzing through the money thing. Yeah, the money thing, where we were supposed to be breeding our fish to hopefully keep the money like coming on in, and yet here we are. Well, I mean, there's always the eyeball bushes, but I had hoped that we were starting to kind of, you know, emerge from that eyeball bush era into something new. However, let's see. We're gonna have Captain Junebug and Diver Wren go out, and they're going to do another survey of Tide Mountain, looking for, hopefully, the bull shark that we need in order to take life by the horns, I suppose, and activate the buzz bonus on the bull shark. Also, somebody wants to donate some cash money for some reason around here. Oh, thank you. Maybe it's donations in offer of more of the seahorse races, which I would love to spend time looking at, but we're still quite busy dashing from place to place and doing the best to keep a smile on our face as we also see what's going on in this aquarium that we could probably give a name to. We're going to take out all of the fish that are not pristine quality. Excuse me, hold up, sea monsters, pardon? Hello? What? Oh my gosh! Sea monsters! Orphially brilliant. Sea monsters are some of the most interesting forms of marine life, but they're also very dangerous. Restoring an aquarium that contains a sea monster will be draining for experts. Higher rank marine life experts are more resilient to sea monsters' draining effects, while lower rank staff will experience significant negative effects. Decide which staff can I breed sea monsters? Oh my gosh. Can restore an aquarium by selecting it and using the room inspector. Avoid less experienced staff restoring sea monsters. We farmed a fish. Do we have a baby fish? The murky middle sea. When you've been sinking for several minutes, it can start to get a little dark, and that's just the mood of the fish. Expect poor visibility and increased hostility. There's sea monsters here? I have tears of excitement in my eyes. And there's also the Ravenous Caverns, where we need to navigate a route through an underwater cave to make it safely to the Ravenous Caverns, where we need to have level 5 security guard, level 5 marine life expert, level 5 janitor, and strolling surveillance to survive. Sea monsters. I think my face hurts a little from smiling so much. And we can have the perfect lineup of 2 of our most experienced and 2 of our most long-term super expert patrons, Fish Geneticist Callium and Salt Expert. I forgot that we left it like that. Salt Expert Salty Sweet Wren, with their survival skills and their experience combined, can go on a speedy expedition. that would be of perfect quality. It would be so fast. They're going to be back in 4 days. 4 days to go and search for the sea monster. But if we send them out for a detailed survey, let's send them out for a detailed one, actually, because that would be a better chance of a high quality sea monster. And I'm ready for a high quality sea monster, actually. I'm totally ready for that. That would be amazing. I would very much love that. All right. Okay. Where were we? That's right. So we were working on the flamboyant fish and the starfish. I know that suddenly leaves our poor hermit turtle all alone, but maybe we'll change that tank into a different type of tank. And it sounds like, oh, look at that! It's our baby turtle! Do-do-do-do-do. Oh my gosh, select specimen raised to perfection in your museum, worth more than usual. Oh my word. That's so exciting. And also, somebody come and clean this thing. Oh my gosh. Somebody, who do we have? Okay, we need more filter power. All right, we need at least 2 filters on this whole kit and caboodle because these guys are being very messy. I'm so happy right now because we've got a baby turtle and it was raised to perfection. Is it already grown up? Oh my gosh, did it already age up like into an adult turtle? Where did it go? Here it is. It's the turtle. Oh dear. And the sea monsters, they run into problems with the sea monsters. Oh my gosh. It's our first baby turtle. And now it's already gotten so big. Normally it takes a lot longer for them to age up like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, what am I gonna name you? What am I gonna name you? I'm trying to think. Oh, Squirtle or Blastoise? Because, okay, Blastoise actually would be a great name because these guys are always ready for war and always ready to like blow up. So that actually would probably be a fantastic name. Wow. I guess we'll have to just keep checking to see if we have more babies there like over time. But we also need to run to the murky middle sea because we're running into some problems here. The expedition is suddenly plunged into grave danger as a giant predator with teeth the size of buses. I think trying to say, as you're pointing, screaming at a sea monster, it's got teeth the size of buses, saying tease makes sense. It does. Give us chase. Well, we can go full speed ahead, evasive maneuvers, or hide. We're gonna hide. Oh my gosh, trait sea legs. It works! The creature swims past as the sub disguises itself as a giant crab. I wonder what sea legs is going to give our crew the ability to do. I'm so happy! The newest addition was a little hermit turtle. Oh, that's wonderful. I wonder if we can get more little fish bred up. That being said, I have my pockets absolutely full of fish specimen samples that we need to go ahead and tend to, like these flamboyant fish ready to be analyzed. I also want to get more survey scanners made. We do need to start getting more people, hopefully donating more things. And honestly, I kind of feel like inviting some ghost over might be really fun because I could see that being helpful. And security net expert, Megan, if you could go ahead and collect those. I don't think we need a security guard over here at the moment, like in this chair. I might actually take away this back entrance so that we can, oh wait, no, we need it to be able to get up to the big old new spot we've got. Let's see. Oh, wonderful! We have an exceptional conservation rating as all fish were healthy. Well, look, back when I worked at a pet store facility, which I wouldn't do again, but you know, you only know what you know at the time when you're a kid. I told everybody who would listen, if you have a fish tank, you need a really good filter. And obviously that remains true. Also, now we have delight, cheeky chunks, and a floating fish. This is all in a temperate climate. And this is all in a tropical climate, I believe. Yes, tropical temperature. The flamboyant fish has given us a bit of dust deterrent. Well, you know, I suppose a little bit of water is very helpful. We're gonna analyze some more. Ooh! And now we can upgrade our fish food, which would be great. Making waves. Sea monsters are unusually heinous creatures, even for the ocean. Be warned that these fish have unusual, nay, monstrous demands. Exhibits this preposterous should send your guest into a frenzy of general interest. If you can find some traces of Woodlantis as well, the whole county will be talking about the museum. Yay! I want to see what's in there in just a moment. We kind of need to see what's over here from our Tide Mountain expedition real quick. Yes! I was hoping we'd get a pristine bull shark. Wonderful, wonderful. That happens to be a temperate fish, and I think we might be giving him a home quite soon. We now can go ahead and we can upgrade the food dispensers. Probably a pretty vital thing to be able to do if we are indeed going to be taking care of none other than what might be a sea monster. I'm smiling so hard my face hurts. A Zapper! Ta-da! Making the ocean currents an electrical current, the Zapper. It's a big fish, a rare specimen with higher buzz and breeding chance. 2 in the same tank will lead to fighting and possible death. It's in a tropical climate, needs to live in tropical water, it needs fresh food to survive, and battery drain. Decreases the energy of staff who enter the aquarium. I am so happy right now. We need another one. We need another one, and we need an expert who will be dedicated. Dedicated. Nay, perhaps even devoted to doing their best, to telling everyone about how amazing this fish is. So, let's see. All right, friend, you need the tropical climate and the fresh food. Also, the flamboyant fish has given us a decoration perk. I am really happy with having a dedicated fish geneticist in the analysis room, by the way. That's really working out well for us. If we're gonna do this, I think we need to get our museum ready for some seriously fishy business. Like seriously fishy. We need a big expansion on this side. I know that we've got lots of plants over there. I know this might seem like a bit of chaos, but we can probably do better plants. Okay, we'll leave a little room for plants. I couldn't bring myself to do it all the way, guys. I just couldn't. All right, let's do this. Oh my gosh. There's so much stuff to move around and change. It's gonna be worth it, pretty darn sure. Also, this is a great time to go ahead and replace the bathroom with the better bathroom. The very nice bathroom instead, because I'm pretty sure that'll help us out more in the long run. Do I want to turn the pretty nice bathroom on this side? And then that might actually be kind of nice, but this will be a chance to just open up the entire front of the museum. You know what? We'll do this. There we go. All right. Phew. Okay. Hey, and Mermaid Whisperer Wisty Fish is actually ready to go ahead and gain some more new skills. Fish whispering improves movement speed while in aquariums, and I'm beginning to think that might be kind of a very important thing to have. So we'll take care of that. We've gained a knowledge booster thanks to the information from the fish we just got. And then let's prepare this new exhibit location. Let's see, we'll move the snack station over too. I have made a gigantic mess of everything here, but that is normal for the events of our lives. Let's just admit it. And part of the reason I'm hopeful is that I want to make more space for the tropical exhibit over on this side so that we can go ahead and make the aquarium a little bigger in a different way. Whoops. No. Put that down. No, don't you dare. Okay. Whew. All right. Siri, when I said make the aquarium a little bigger, I did not mean destroy the aquarium. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see. And then probably bigger like this. I want to make yes, I would like to make the aquarium bigger over here too. Okay, there we go. And then like that. I think that'll be really good for us to be able to have this big giant space to look at the Zapper and also have room for like a tour guide to have their little spot to kind of drum up interest to move. We don't need the fresh food for this guy. And we probably need, I hope that heater will work well enough. Probably need to have a better water filter. So we'll move this one over and then have an upgrade to it. So you gotta get ready for your fancy fish. And then, all right, I think we're ready to go ahead and work on the flamboyant fish genetics again. We have potentially brought home another new fish, so we'll take a poke at that in just a moment. But the Zapper will also need, I want to put down the egg cup to absolutely encourage it to have adorable little babies. And we need the fresh food dispenser for our Zapper, because that's what that guy eats. So put this one in. It's a big fish, so I think it might have big demands as well. And we'll upgrade that. And then let us go ahead and see what our very first Zapper. It wants any aquarium decoration. There's somebody who can appreciate my efforts with the aquarium ruins. Thank you very much. You guys, it's so cool! I love this fish. This is awesome. And apparently he can just like swim around under this. We need to put in all sorts of like educational spots for people to learn more about. Hopefully the Zapper will be happy having tons and tons of really cool plants and treasure pods that we can put in. I'm just right tickled. I am just right tickled, and hopefully we can have our information stands have lots and lots of info about him on both sides, and people can learn tons. And let's see, yeah, we'll put more info stands over here too. They can learn tons about them, and we'll put down a tour guide. And maybe we'll have a sea monster tour guide that we might need to just hire so that we can keep those other experts also quite busy. Let's see. And we have the starfish genetics we can research. Phew! And we have our own very first sea monster! That's so cool! Oh my word! I am so excited. It's gonna be so fun. And we can have our little tour guide set up right over here. People are going to be bringing in those donations. It's going to be amazing. We're going to get the buzz filled up on these guys. No, we don't need... Where are you going? Why are we going on this huge route? What is that about? I'm gonna make sure that this tour stand maybe understands that like we can literally have the tour right here, friend. There's no need for whatever that's all about. There we go. And then can I go ahead? Wow. I don't know why the tour had to be that far. You just need to come right over here to our, okay, what? What? That's so funny. I have no idea why it's trying to pretend that that's the tour we want, but we'll take care of that. We'll fix that in ooh, and speaking of tour guides though, Museum Guide Maru, a new hermit turtle has been, yes, we have another one. This one is an epic quality turtle that we will go ahead and we will we'll let go out into the ocean, and that's amazing. We really can just kind of like have our little fish farm in a very healthy, like good way that will hopefully make everything work out okay. I am so tickled. And hopefully we can have our sea monster tour guide added in without too much trouble. If I can just, there we go. And then look, right here. There! Epic quality, perfect buzz. We can even throw in, I don't know why it wants to send people. I think I need to clear away a few of the things that they can look at because it just wants to send people on this gigantic tour. And we're gonna have our marine life experts work on this, and we're gonna have none other. I could have sworn I had another tour guide. Well, we'll get a good tour guide on this. But there we go, guys. Our very first sea monster. I farm 2 zappers, display 2 great quality Wetlandian artifacts, complete 4 marketing campaigns, and we still are looking for that bull shark. But for now, let us see if Diver Wren and Fish Genesis Callium have found I did not expect this. You are so beautiful. My friends, we're gonna need a bigger boat. And a new aquarium, because it's also a big fish. I am so happy right now. We could have tiger shark baby cubs. Oh dear. What? And we've been robbed. Well, that lets you know to stay curious. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.